Welcome to DevOps for Real World. Welcome back. We will be covering a topic today, specifically learn Linux basics. Okay, learn Linux basics. Now, for a lot of us out there who are in the world of DevOps, or if it's just your first journey into the world of DevOps, okay, I'm going to be sharing a few things that a lot of us can learn today. Okay. Before I continue, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you know exactly when I come on. I appreciate all of you for what you do. Now, I've told a lot of us on this platform that Linux operating system is a vibrant operating system. And why do I say that? Okay. A lot of systems are powered by Linux. Linux is an operating system. So for a system to operate, it needs some type of operating system. So think of it this way, okay? You have your phones, right? Your phones have some type of operating system, okay? You have your iPads, you have your Androids of the world. They all have operating systems, okay? And so for all these systems to operate, they need some type of operating system, right? So guys, I just shared my screen. Give me 1 second. Let's make sure everything is working. I want you guys to see what I put up here. So today we're going to be using an interactive interface, okay, to start the process of learning. Now, I'm going to set up some workshops, guys, and in the workshops, we go into details. That's where we actually spin up an actual virtual machine, and I'll walk you guys through the process of learning more about Linux on your virtual machine. Guys, give me 1 second. Let's see here. It seems like online, it's everything is blank. The screen I'm sharing right now is a site called LabX. It's an interactive interface where you can practice on or work on your Linux commands. Give me 1 second, guys. Sometimes technology takes a little while just to show up. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I can see this so I can present it to you guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, my fault. Sorry, guys. It was showing the whole time. It's just I was in the wrong tab. All right, so we're gonna use this to do some kind of practicing, guys. I'm gonna be flipping back and forth. I'm sharing my screen at the moment, so let's go ahead and open up this virtual machine. This is an interactive virtual machine, okay? So I'm gonna open that up. Okay. All right, great. Awesome. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here is let me go ahead and open up the terminal. Now, once again, for a lot of us that are brand new in the world of technology, it's like I said, you've never done this before. The reason I'm presenting this is it's a good start, okay? It's a good head start to understanding when it comes to things like an operating system. And of course, going into DevOps, we will be using a lot of tools. Now, when you go into the workplace, I don't think you'll be using something like this, but this is very good for a lot of us to start to practice, okay? Practice a lot of things. And the reason I've chose this is once again because it has a terminal, okay? And it walks you through things that you can use to practice, okay? Give me 1 second. So here, I'm going to start with this one. Great. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to go back here, and we're just going to start from the beginning, okay? So the way this works is on the right, it says here your first Linux lab. It walks you through instructions, okay? Because we're learning about commands. When we're interacting with a virtual machine using an operating system, we use commands, okay, to get the machine to do things or to get information from the machine. Okay. Now, let's start off with this. Let me click on this real quick. Here we go. All right. So I already opened up the terminal is about to open up now. Okay. The terminal is going to open up now. Just give it 1 second. Okay. And let's click on that. Good. All right. So let's just follow the instructions, guys. First of all, it's telling us right here, we're going to type echo. Okay. And then hello, LabX. So let me explain briefly what this is, okay? Whenever you have a series of text between two quotations, this is considered a string. Now, once again, if you don't want to know what a string is, if you read more into programming languages and things like that, it will explain to you what a string is. But this is considered a string. I'm sorry, a string, okay? Now, when we use the word echo, once again, with Linux, it is case sensitive. So if this E right here, if I had typed it as a capital letter, okay, it would not understand what I'm saying. Okay, so it's case sensitive. So it has to be typed just like this, just like they want you to type it here. Okay. So now this is saying echo hello LabX, and we're going to hit enter. And there it is. Okay. So whenever you use the word echo, we're saying repeat. I want you to repeat this. So yeah, that's exactly what it did. Now let's scroll down. Okay. Let us scroll down. Okay. And it says right there, congratulations, you just ran your first Linux command. Okay. So just like I told you guys right here, Linux is always case sensitive. Okay. So this word here with a lowercase e and an uppercase e, and all these words in all caps, they're all different. Okay. So let's just continue, guys. Let's continue. Now, the great thing about this is that this interactive GUI, okay, interface has an AI component to it. Okay, so when it's asking us to do things, it will go back and check to make sure we did it correctly. So it's a great way and a great inspiration to know that we're on the right path. Okay. All right, so right here, it says here, let's find out who the computer thinks you are. So we're going to type in this command. Who am I? Who am I? Once again, Linux is case sensitive, guys. Let's see. It says I'm LabX. Okay. All right, it explains everything here. Right here is who am I is useful when you're working on different machines or using different accounts. Okay, so let's click continue to keep going. All right, once again, the AI bot inspected what I did and everything is correct. Okay. Now, in Linux, you're going to have, like they said, different users, okay, using the Linux machine. So right here it says, let's get some more user information with the ID command. So let's go type ID right here. Okay. All right, and let's go ahead and hit enter. Okay. And these are the groups and the IDs of people on LabX, right? This is just an example, guys. Okay. So UID is your user ID. Okay, it's a unique numerical identifier. Then you have your GID, which is your primary group, and then you have your groups. Okay. All right. It says here you can also use ID to look up other users. Let's try ID root. Let's type this right here. ID root. Okay. All right. So root is the super user, like the administrator of the system. Okay. So root tends to have more privileges than other users. It's considered a super user. Okay. All right, so let's keep going here. Once again, we are correct, so we're going to keep going. Okay, so now if you want to print specific information, you can use IDUN, prints only your username. Okay, so let's run that command. So guys, once again, for a lot of these things, you have to actually go in there and put in the work. Okay, it's not just good enough to watch a video or videos. Videos are great, but you actually have to go in there and run these commands. Even when you make errors, even when you make mistakes, you will find yourself sometimes learning how to be a better researcher if you run into any kind of difficulties when you're doing things like this, and you learn along the way. Okay, you learn along the way. Now, once again, guys, if you're not sure of anything I'm talking about, do more research on this. Okay, I am a DevOps engineer. My journey began back in 2021. And just read my bio, guys. It gives you all the information. And I believe now the market is very, very competitive. There's a big debate out there if AI is going to take over DevOps. But just join me as we go through this journey, and we're going to learn a lot. Okay, so the foundation when it comes to DevOps, of course, Linux. Okay, in my opinion, Git, and of course, Bash. After we learn those first three, we're going to go into other tools. Now, we need to learn about computing, networking, and storage. Okay, we also need to learn about some cloud tools. So, in my opinion, for you to be able to learn all these things and be proficient at a job or a possible contract, you would require 6 to 9 months. And that's for a lot of us who have never done this at all. Now, for a lot of you who have already been in the world of IT and you have more experience about this, it might not take you as long. But for a lot of us that are beginners, this is our first time learning about these things, you want to make out at least 6 to 9 months of learning. And a lot of times it boils down to giving yourself at least a good hour or possible 2 hours a day to learn a lot of these things. Okay. All right. So I think we'll stop there for now. This is just one of many tools that we can use to get started. Once again, when you join the workshop, we go a little deeper than this. We actually spin up virtual machines, and I talk about a lot of things about the operating system. And we all have projects and things that we work on to really master, okay, and hone down on the knowledge when it comes to a lot of these things, okay? So I just want to come on tonight briefly and share this with you. Don't forget to hit the like button, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification button once again so you know exactly when I come on, okay? Hopefully tomorrow I want to present another topic. We're still on Linux for tonight. We just started, okay? The modules, and let me show you guys something here real quick. So if you guys notice, I have completed these two, okay? But tonight I'm just going over this with all of us tonight, okay? So I have done these two. My next stop is basic file operations, files and directories, file contents and comparing, okay? The manuscript mystery, permissions of files, change file ownership, user account management, okay? So we will go through all these modules. And now, once again, guys, at this level, I didn't have to pay for this LabX. This is the free version. For a lot of you who want to upgrade, I'm not being sponsored by LabX, by the way. But if you want the upgraded version, it's okay. But for now, this is a beginner's course for a lot of us that need to learn Linux and we're not quite sure of what it is. And you've done a lot of research. Now is time to get your hands and feet wet and do the actual work to start the process of learning, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stop here for now. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification button once again so you know exactly when I come on. And I appreciate all of you for your time, and we shall continue tomorrow. All right, until then, go out there and succeed. Have a great week. Bye-bye.